of the second cycle, day 4 of 5. The first 5 days are the hardest in terms of just how many back to back of the chemo poison drugs. And so I want to show you my room. Well, this room I'm in. There's my bag. So let's give you a tour. So let's make this more potent and tangible for everybody. So today I have the privilege of having a bathroom I can just go to, I suppose. So that's helpful. I'd prefer to walk a bit more just to get some movement, but it's helpful. This is the bags. Here's the monitor. Let me see if can I put this, can I do it that way? Okay, perfect. There we go. So here's, maybe you're already familiar with it or maybe not, but see, you'll see these machines here. See, it says cisplatin. That's one of the 3 types of chemo drugs, poisons they put in your body. So there's that. And then that's what I'm getting today with another one called etoposide. There we go. There's the monitor of how fast things are pumping in. I asked and requested for 2 hours of time for this to be pumped rather than 1 hour, which I think is way too fast. And then here's me. Here's my bag. Here's this bag that they're giving me. There's all that. Yeah, and then there's the sodium chloride bag. It's later. Anyway, there's the bag. And then there's some other monitor stuff, checking thermometer for temperature. And then James is sitting here today. He's going out and hopefully he can find some mustard. I don't think I'll be able to finish this fish meal before leaving until I get some mustard on it, because for some reason, it just helps get in there, eating it. Going with fish a little easier. I've had a lot more nausea challenges, like here and there, back and forth a little bit last couple of days. Thank God, I only threw up 1 time though. Gagged about 3 times, but 1 throw up session. So so this is the room I'm staying in, and I don't remember which room number it is. Let's see if I can check. Nope, I have to drag this little thing. Okay, so I'm gonna drag this over this little cart. So what they do is, if you went to the bathroom, you would drag this to wherever the bathroom is in the hallway with you wherever you go. So it's like a different way of looking at the phrase ball and chain. I can tell y'all, this is what it truly means, ball and chain right here. You do not want this thing attached to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it attached to you. So don't do that. I can't see. I think I'm in room 45. I think that's what it is. 45. So there's that. Room 45. Yeah, oops, looks like I'm hooked up over there. Okay, gotta make sure. I don't know why I'm hooked up right there. What is that? Oh. Okay, that makes sense. So they give you a little call button here to call people. You press this little button. The nurses will come to try to see what you need. But yeah, there's pillows here. There's the 2 pillows and all that. There's my tea. Magnesia has like chamomile, mint tea, and stuff like that to help me with my nausea stuff. So, or like just in general, it's better. So, oh yeah, so this is the place, and this would be the 10th time I've been in a room like this or here doing these infusions. I have lost my hair on my head, and I just shaved it because it was all coming out slowly, very frustrating. I can tell that my mustache is a little lighter right now. It's just kind of awkward because I like it darker. It's actually dark normally, but it's lightened. I don't like that, but I'm grateful I've at least got to keep it this long. Had a nice goatee, but that's not there anymore, so that started falling out and I shaved it. Um, anyway, so I'm just showing my friends here a little bit, anyone that gets to watch this later, what this is like. Just a tiny preview snapshot idea, but yeah, my hands, a little bit neuropathy. Um, for anyone that's tuning in, I'm doing chemotherapy, uh, BE, BEP chemotherapy, which is bleomycin, etoposide, and cisplatin. These are three types of chemo drugs that they give to somebody who has testicular cancer. So that's what this video is, or at least give you a quick context of what this is. Yeah, so good question. What happened? Hello, Purple Paz. Thanks for saying hi. Daniela Vergara, hello, yes. If you're still in, I don't know if you're here. But these are thank you for just tuning in, taking a couple seconds, but these are primarily this videos for my family, friends, people to watch these videos later to kind of see a little bit of window insight into my journey with all this. And it's been overwhelming, it's been hard, it's been really challenging. Let me give you an idea. Their standard protocols, they have me on 3 pre-medications. Each of these pre-medications, they will say it's like, hey, we're going to help you with nausea stuff, don't want you to throw up, which makes sense. But I want y'all to understand that there should be better, healthy alternatives naturally to try to work through some of that. But unfortunately, with the system that we're in, with this Western medicine world, they're not going to offer you a single thing that's holistic or that is not pre-medication, synthetic medication, drug. Like they're not gonna tell you anything. Nurses, doctors, they're gonna do nothing to tell you to take anything that would actually help you besides those very things. And there's incentive there. People, there's more stuff they push, and it's like they'll call it the golden standard or whatever. They'll just whatever. So the sad reality is that they're not going to offer to you, and then most of them probably don't even know themselves. They don't have the competency because not anybody here took a single nutrition class. I can bet like $1,000, on every single person in this building. That's a nurse or an oncologist or whatever, a doctor, has not taken one single nutrition course in their life. It's not because that's how I think. It's because that's the standard of education in our medical world system. So I most likely am the most educated person in this building, which is sad because I only know stuff here and there, but it's apparently more information than the average person would know in this building. And oh wait, I'm at in Portland hospital. It's like you'd think that I wouldn't be more educated on basic nutrition than people that so it's just sad. I mean, it's just how it is. So, but anyway, so this is the room, my friends, and then, if you rewatch this later, you'll see the whole room. But so basically, the 3 pre-medications they have somebody take for this is called Zofran. They have something called Savanti, and they have something called what was the other one? Savanti, Zofran, and oh man, what's the third one? Yeah, there's another one with a name, but it'll come to me in a sec. So the Zofran, some of the side effects of that can create a higher chance for neuropathy or peripheral neuropathy or potential ear stuff because of the toxicity, the synergistic toxicity buildup. but they will tell you that of course not. No, no, no. This stuff doesn't increase any of those things. But the sad thing is they have nowhere. They have no case studies. They have no way to defend themselves and say to present that that's not the case. So um, I at this point I believe the sources I find over the people that are literally getting paid, and they're getting their lifestyles paid and serviced for the job. Like I there's too much incentive on their end for me to believe. And also I mean, if you get in a space like this, you'll see that the nurses only know how to do certain things, and that's would be expected. But it's very drone like. They just do what they're told, and then some of them might know some stuff depending on how old they are and how long they've been around in the business, which is unfortunate to even think about that way. But so most it's a very common pattern to notice that even the oncologists don't know, like there's only specific knowledge that these people have, and what it is, it involves doing chemo, administering, putting on certain wraps on your arm, like this, like these guys didn't even do this here, you know, uh, they did it at another building. So everyone has their job and their role to play, but in terms of education, in terms of like what they're aware of, what they're giving, how does it help people, all that stuff, it's one of those things that is challenging. So but this is kind of the place. This is where I've been here like 10 times. But yeah, so I give you guys just an idea a little bit more. If you haven't seen, I don't think I've done a video yet inside the hospital or at all yet. So now you guys have a chance to have a little idea, a little window of what, where I'm at and what I'm doing. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope this can be something that encourages you guys to join in on the journey a little bit more, ask a few more questions, engage a little bit more, and see, just what God does with it as you ask questions or whatnot, or follow up, whatever, because those are all helpful to me, and this is my way of trying to reach out, because I can't, like, there's certain things I can do, but I'm kind of strapped on lots of scheduling and got to do certain things at certain times. So getting over to people, out to people is not something very optional. In certain ways it is, but most of it's kind of shut down. So anyway, so this is me trying to, compensate with that and get you guys, figure out give you a chance to connect with me in some other way. So yeah, anyway, I will see you guys later, and I gotta go eat the rest of my food, hopefully, in the next hour. Later.